365 days of horsemanship, day 178 and 179. It's actually day 180 now. It's been a busy few days, to be honest. I'm working at the moment on just reducing the drama in myself when I have these periods, because I think in the past I'd have said, oh my god, it's been terrible, I've had such a difficult couple of days, but like, is it really, is it really, or actually is that just the cycle of life sometimes, that you just have these busy days sometimes, and that's okay. So I've been working pretty hard. I've been on long day shifts, and day 178 I really had a bit of a headache, and so I came up and it was dark, and I literally it was 5 minutes with each horse. And it was funny because I think the thing that I really took from it was remembering how that's all I did when I started this project. When I started this project, every day was 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And I was being so hard on myself. I was like, oh, you should be able to come and do more. And actually you know what? On this day, all I could do was come and check in. And actually that's totally fine. I came, I checked in. I gave Lawrence a little scratch, which was lovely, just really easy just to know that I can just come and give him that comfort, look for that first focus change and leave. And with Mia, I just came up and grazed with her for a few minutes, and left. With Mia, it's harder to have the shorter sessions. I know, Baba, hello. With Mia, it's harder to have the shorter sessions because she just takes longer to change focus, and so it's not as easy to find a good feeling so quickly. But it worked out, it was good, it was fine. I came back again yesterday, and I think yesterday was the day that I really felt not disappointed in myself, but I'm much less tired yesterday physically, but mentally I was quite tired, and I just didn't have the mental energy to play for a long time. I had a weird session with Lawrence where his herd initially came down to see me, and the herd just seemed kind of unsettled. I think I was unsettled. I think I was quite impatient. I wanted the results that I'd gotten from sessions we'd done recently that were half an hour or an hour long, but I wanted them in 5 minutes. And I think that maybe it's again just coming back to this idea that Elsa had talked about, that Elsa talked about in, in the week 4 class for her online course. She talked about how one of her horses, Atlas, who's a real introvert, has max capacity with different activities for the day. And with some horses, max capacity can last longer than a day, can last 2 days, or a few days, or a week if it's a really difficult thing. And I had these really long sessions and they were really exciting, and I think I'm now feeling a little bit of fatigue from having worked for so long on those days where now I don't feel like I have that energy. And I think that's okay, I think it's just about being, hi mama, being okay with that and just working with what I've got. If I had those sessions before, I'll have them again. Rome wasn't built in a day. With Mia yesterday, it was a really short session, and I just came up and said hey, and she was sleeping actually, and so I was kind of around her while she was sleeping, just changing my positions, different places of flow, and she started grazing, and it just didn't feel, yesterday wasn't a great day. I didn't really feel that connected to the horses. I didn't feel that my timing was that good. I didn't feel that I really had much to give them. But you know what, like, actually it's those days that make the good days good. And actually, you know, if that's my idea of a bad day, like, it's just really not that bad, is it? I'm really proud of myself that I still came. I think there's something to be learned reflecting on those days, even though at the time they felt kind of meaningless. Actually, I am really glad that I came. I'm looking forward to just feeling a little bit less exhausted. I am working hard to create, which is a bit ironic really, working hard to create a life where I'm less exhausted. But actually, when you get to that life, you want to be not working hard as much so you could be less exhausted. But you know, it's a very, very challenging world to live in right now, I think. In that way, I think it's very difficult to find ways to not have to work hard or as hard. I think I'll always work hard, but I definitely think I push it to the limit sometimes, with the amount of hours that I do at work, and then all the hours with the horses as well. So yeah, just looking for a bit of a better balance, but it's a work in progress, and I'm really happy that I came for those days and I had a session with the horses. Good gal.